And looking geographically at innovation, you were talking about you need to have the right kind of environment to generate innovation. US seems to be one of those hubs where innovation comes out. How do you see Europe, and how do you see that juxtaposed to Asia, for example?
So I think that if you just boil it down, I think that Silicon Valley has software, but no culture. I think New York has more culture. I think Europe has even more culture. I think China has the hardware, but also does not have the culture. And I think what's critical is to identify what your core asset is, but then also you have to plug into the global supply chain system. And I think that one of the things is, how do you open up? And it's a struggle, because I think right now, for instance, India is going through this thing where Modi is opening everything up, bringing all of these big retailers in, like Amazon and eBay. Makes sense because it will change things, but those monopolies are also very dangerous. So the protectionist instinct of Europe, there's some validity to that, but also then you can't export either, right? So you can't close off. And so I think what's key for Europe is to identify those. To me, it's the brands, it's the taste, it's the food, it's the culture, and how do you turn that into innovation and assets. And part of this also is, how do you bring these entrepreneurs into that space? New York is starting to figure out the formula. It's, you mix the technology people with the culture people, you create design. I mean, for instance, at Media Lab, we have a majority of men. But you go to the same institution, at Parsons, that does the majority are women, because they can attract the fashion designers and things like that. So I think if you can create some centers of innovation here, you can attract a whole different category of designers. Finland, has an abundance of amazing designers, because Nokia was able to pull those people together as well. So I think Europe, I would focus on design and culture. And design is becoming exceedingly important. Design is what makes Apple win. And I think that so many companies in the US just don't have a concept of design.